My DJ, you are enjoying, you know. This one that you are sipping tea.
I see you are in the car.
You are ready? Yes, so I'm on my way for a visit.
Okay.
So we have to do this from the car. So I'm even trying to pick up the social media stuff so that she can start our own end and we can move on. So once the DLF is ready, we can start.
Okay.
Yes, good morning, fellow Rotarians. I want to, on behalf of our district governor, welcome you all to today's program, which you rightly tagged the monthly online Rotary education and learning series. We are starting with the one for the month of September. The month of September, as we all know, is the Basic Education and Literacy Month. And we'll put together two distinguished Rotarians that will be talking to us. We have our district governor nominee, Rotarian Lai Abidoye, and of course, our past assistant governor, Uzo Ogwazi. They will be the lead speakers. And of course, as usual, we're also going to have opportunity for our fellow Rotarians to make comments and ask questions as appropriate. Without wasting much of our time, I want to also thank our district governor for finding time to join us despite this very, very busy schedule. Yeah. So I want to appeal to all of us that if you are not speaking, please let's keep our sets remain muted so that at least we won't disturb the flow of the program. On this note, I would like to welcome and request our district governor, Rotarian Femi Adenekon, to please call the session to order and give us his opening remarks. Thank you, sir.
My district governor nominee, the past district governor, Kola Shodipo, the district learning facilitator, our guest speaker, PAG Uzo Ogwazi, you are recognized. Fellow Rotarians, I, on this note, want to call this gathering to order at 8:18 a.m. this Saturday, 7th of September 2024. I don't know. Can I go ahead and give my opening welcome, my dear
Please go ahead, sir. Go ahead, DG.
Okay. Thank you. Having called the meeting to order, I want to thank every one of us for joining this special training. It is the first, it is the third in series, and this is also expected to augment the seminar we held for basic education and literacy. It avails us the opportunity to learn better about Rotary and Rotary knowledge. I therefore welcome all of us to this meeting. I welcome us to this learning facilitation meeting, which is virtually, and I just want us to sit down and enjoy the well-prepared speeches and presentations to be made at this moment. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, our district governor. We appreciate you. We know you are very busy running the various club visits, but we thank you for finding time to join us. The first speaker for today is a seasoned Rotarian. He is a pharmacist by profession and also a lawyer. And of course, recently, he's also gone into, as it is also been trained as a theologian. He's also a well-learned trainer and learning facilitator, a past president of Rotary Club of Bagada, and currently our district governor nominee for our new district 9112. Please, fellow Rotarians, join me in welcoming our district governor nominee, Rotarian Lai Abidoye, as he speaks to us on basic education and literacy. Thank you. Over to you, our district governor nominee.
Thank you very much, District Learning Facilitator. My DG, I recognize you. The District Learning Facilitator, I recognize you. Who you show up be, who asked me, despite my presentations, I appreciate you. My PAG Uzo, I appreciate you. And everybody on this program, thanks you for listening. In about 20 minutes, I will discuss my own way, basic education and literacy, roles of Rotary and Rotarians. I'll be open to questions, corrections, additions at the end during your question and answer session. The issue is why, can I have the next slide, please? The basic education described by the dictionary is that instructions at first or foundation level on which subsequent learning can be based. That means that is meant for childhood, elementary education for children, as well as education in literacy, general knowledge, and life skills for youth. It's also a complex of essential tools like literacy, ability to read and write, oral expression, speaking the right words at the right occasions, numeracy, calculation, and then ability to stand on your feet and think, problem solving. And there are some basic learning skills that we must have. Body of knowledge, that is ability to read and recall knowledge. Then use of those knowledge that we've got over time makes to do things effortlessly. That's skills. Values, the worldview of life, and then attitudes.
DJ, just 1 minute. Please, fellow Rotarians, mute your mics, please. Please let everybody mute his mic, please. Mary Jane and others, please. Thank you. Sorry for the interruption.
No problem.
DJ, please go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So such as knowledge. Knowledge is ability to read and recite. You have read something, you can recall. When you put that knowledge to use, you become skillful over time. Let us think through how we learn how to drive. They were told, press the brake when you need to stop, press the accelerator when you need to move. By the time you do it effortlessly, you have become skillful at driving. Values, when situations arise, how can we characterize?
Somebody sleeps. I started just recording them in the train station. It was not even there. I think that was now her classmates.
Is it part of the training?
Hello.
Let them mute everybody. Let them mute everybody.
Okay, please mute everybody, please. Mute everybody, please. Thank you. Sorry for the interruption.
So, attitude. Yeah. When you talk of attitude, it's not that something good or bad has happened. How do you approach it? That's attitude. And these skills are required for survivor to develop full capacity to live and work in dignity and to participate in healthy living. We will amend the spelling later. I call it healthy living. Where does Rotary come in? That means we need to grant our children in their basic education needs so that they can be useful for themselves in the society. Next slide. Next slide. Okay. No, you jumped one. Okay, yes. That's okay. So literacy is simply the ability to read and write. Ability to be competent or knowledgeable in a specified area. But why will Rotary be involved is that it's a continuum of learning and proficiency throughout life. And it's a part of larger skills, which include digital skills, media literacy, education for sustainable development, global citizenship, and specific skills. Why do I go into these definitions? As Rotarians, we have seen areas where we can come in, either to improve numeracy, to give digital skills, to give media literacy. That is when you listen to something in the media, how do you process it? To even be a good citizen, as well as when you are doing your work, how can you do it differently? And that is the basis upon which we are going to do this discussion briefly. Next slide. So why are we doing this discussion then? The major reason is that it's an area of focus for Rotary Foundation. Although the area of focus for this month is a lifelong program for Rotarians because there is no end in learning. It's a continuum. So we need to look for projects that we do that will bring about basic education, which I've said about knowledge, about skills, about life, about values, about attitudes. And meanwhile, why are we now focusing? This month is the month that focuses on this. Then what will a Rotarian need to do this? The basic reason being that I know of a club in this district that used to give dictionaries for years. When I joined the Rotary Club of Bagada, we had a learning center at the Mechanic Village, now taken over by Bagada General Hospital. Aside from, I know some people go to schools, organize debates, organize this, but we have now said it's a major thing that we need to do all year round. It's a major thing that we need to do all year round. And even if possible, to be done continuously for over years. Next slide. Why must we educate? Why must we be literate? Maimonides is a Jew, was a Jew who lived in the mid-century around 1035 to 1020, 66 years. He was born 1035. He was born in Spain, he died in Egypt. He gave this quote: give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach a man how to fish, you give him a lifetime meal. Then, this gentleman, who was a rabbi, was also a physician. And he gave this, he had about 11 quotes, which are lifelong. One of the things now, if you are going to follow this saying, is that we must give what must have a positive influence on a person's quality of life. Why this? Let's go back to the definition. Education gives self-attitude.
First gate, second gate, access bank.
It gives general knowledge. It gives skills for youth and adults. It gives literacy. Literacy, don't get it wrong, is ability to read and write. It gives skills for oral expression, to say the right word at the right time. It gives skills for numeracy. It gives skills for problem solving. It gives us values, give us the right attitude, and make us to survive, to develop full capacities, to live a healthy life. If that being the case, why won't we, as Rotarians, focus our attention on this? Next. Probably that was why the ambassadorial program, scholarship program that was introduced in 1947, that has trained nearly 30,000 for 100 Rotarians to study abroad among different peoples. And then I dare ask, how many ambassadorial scholars have we sent abroad from Nigeria? Then, aside from ambassadorial scholarship program, there's global grant scholarship. The only difference being that the area of study must be in the 7 areas of focus. Get it clear. Ambassadorial scholarship, anything. You can train a Rotarian abroad for graduate and postgraduate studies. But when it's global grant scholarship, we need to make sure that application is in an area of focus for Rotary. Then if since 1947, Rotary has been focusing on this, why won't be the role of Rotarians in this? You know, I want to get more people educated. Let's share some facts in Nigeria. Slide. Next slide, please. In Nigeria, in the whole world, there are 775 million people over the age of 15 who are illiterate. But our goal as Rotarians is to strengthen the capacity of communities to support basic education so that we can reduce this number. You know that if we are 7 billion people in the world, that means about 10% are illiterate. They cannot read nor write. In this country, as of the figure by Bureau of Statistics in 2022, 31% of Nigerians are illiterate. 31% of Nigerians are illiterate. If you are taking a population to be 200 million, that means 2 million people are illiterate. What does that tell us? There is a role for Rotarians to bridge this gap. Then let us look at where we are. In Lagos State, where we have 4% who are illiterate. In Ogun State, about 50% are illiterate. That means there's a lot of work for us to do. Partly because there's not much to be done, but there's work to be done. But in Ogun State, where only 81% are literate, there's a lot of work for us to be done. Therefore, that's why Rotary Foundation support education through scholarships, donations, and service projects around the world. Then what does this one tell us? It does tell us that there are areas where we can be involved to bridge this gap. If 4% of Lagosians are stark illiterate, almost 90% of Ogun State are stark illiterate, there's a lot of work for us to be done. And that is why we need to tap into Rotary Foundation and tap into our own efforts as Rotarians, our passion, to make sure that we bridge this gap. Next slide. Then in what areas can we be useful? We can be useful like Rotarians in Afghanistan by opening schools to break the cycle of poverty and social imbalance. Some people will think that we can only open primary schools. Can you imagine if we have adult literacy classes in motor garages and markets so that during their downtime, they can learn? Number 2, we can teach adults to read, like it was done in the United States of America, that was partnered with Polyteracy Detroit. We can go into partnership and teach adults to read. Number 3, we can do new teaching methods. We can collaborate with teachers, we can collaborate with tutors, and devise new ways of imparting knowledge. Number 4, we can make schools healthy, similar to the project that the Rotarian president of my club did during the DG visit. You can decide to make public schools more healthy, usually for girl child. so that they can come to school during their monthly period. Number 5, we can enhance educational standards like it happened in Kenya, where Rotary clubs are working with the Global Partnership for Education and local and national governments to advance lifelong learning opportunities for poor and marginalized children. So we already, I was coming to my office this morning. I saw a sea of young men and women on the Oshodi Bridge. And we think outside the box as Rotarians to see how we can make these people to learn. I have one project here that is about 3 pages, but my time is almost out, but I think I should go through it. For us to look at it as a type of project that can work in conjunction with other districts. Next slide. Rotary Club of Panama Norte decided to bridge digital divide in the schools because club members noticed that technology needs in schools is needed. So they partner with the Rotary Club of Westchester to provide this money. The program succeeded. Next slide. But teachers were frequently changed. So thereafter, they work with Rotary Club of Kansas and other clubs to secure 30,000 so that they can have interactive classrooms whereby what has been developed is already in the magic board. So whenever new teachers come, they can use those things to teach. So the project continued, reaching thousands upon thousands. But they now did the final thing. Next slide. By teaching the teachers. So what are the things we need to teach that we can think about as Rotarians? We can devise programs and go to secondary schools and start teaching or universities that students might not need necessarily to search for job when they finish. Rather, they should be their own boss. We can decide to give awards to teachers. We can decide to give awards to schools. We can decide to organize essay competitions on peace or any topic in primary schools. Next. We can decide to go to primary schools and develop early learning skills. Get involved. Rotarians can go in, especially you are teachers. We can, for people who are leaving universities, we can decide to organize mock job interviews. We can form them into a mini United Nations so that they can live in peace. We can organize public speaking competitions in schools. We can organize youth enrichment programs. So what am I saying? And we can award scholarships. This had been my view all along for our RILA program, that we should be very much involved in schools, and so that those who did well are those who will benefit from leadership program. And that's the prize for doing well when they participate in our programs. Fellow Rotarians, there's a call to action. The call to action is that since 1947, Rotary has been involved in education. And the statistics shows that more than 10% of the people of the world are illiterate. Number 3, more than 31% of Nigerians are illiterate. We are lucky where we are. As of statistics of 2022, 4% in Lagos, 19% in Ogun. But that still needs to be reached. We have learned that we can do several things as Rotarians to enhance basic education and learning. We can give awards to schools. We can organize essay competitions. We can organize public speaking competitions. We can train teachers. We can provide equipment like it happened in Panama, where magic boards were provided in some schools. We can give scholarships. We can engage the private time of people in the garages so that they can be more knowledgeable. Then finally, last slide, yesterday, which was day before yesterday, which was 8th of September, was World Literacy Day. And we do a little donation to Rotary so that they can further the cause of literacy. Then the action I want you to take as Rotarians is plan projects that will be sustainable and impactful in improving the literacy and basic education in our environment. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, District Governor nominee. Thank you for that presentation. We appreciate you and we thank you for your time. Before we move on to the next topic, do we have comments or questions? Just indicate by raising your hand and you'll be unmuted. Any questions, comments? Leave the second slide first. Okay, please hold on with the second slide. Any questions? Okay. So I will assume that we are done and we are satisfied with that. Let me assure you that all the slides will be shared on the various platforms and will also be shared through our various clubs, the presidents of our various clubs. So nothing to worry about as regards that. For the next presentation, I think Uzo can share the screen by herself. Uzo?
Yeah.
Oh, you can share the screen yourself for the next presentation.
Yes, I can. Yes, you can see my screen.
Oh, that's yours. So, okay, that's good. Well, for the next presentation, is going to be taken by a seasoned learning facilitator, a faculty member of the Rotary Leadership Institute, and past president of the Rotary Club of Falomo, our sister and respected Rotarian, past Assistant Governor Uzo Ogwazi. Please let us welcome her and give her time to take us through the topic, strengthening our capabilities and knowledge as a Rotarian. Over to you, ma'am.
Good morning, fellow Rotarians. Good morning, my district governor. I recognize you, the district learning facilitator, KS Shodipo. Our fellow Rotarians, we're going to be talking about strengthening our capabilities and product knowledge as a Rotarian. Membership of Rotary develops, so what are the benefits of Rotary? Some of the benefits of Rotary is that it develops leadership, public speaking, social, business, and personal and vocational skills. These are some of the things that when we're trying to get people to join Rotary, we tell them that are some of the benefits of Rotary. So this topic wants to show us how we can reap these benefits as Rotary. So the first thing that we have to do if we want to reap the benefits of Rotary is to get involved. So Rotary offers benefits for people of all ages and backgrounds, from learning more about the world to learning more about yourself. You can grow by engaging with Rotary's global network and the array of activities, programs, and interest groups that Rotary offers. When you get involved in Rotary, whether as a Rotarian, Rotaractor, or program participant, you extend your perspective by honing your skills, learning from professionals, making new connections, and making a difference in your community and around the world. We know that each member has a unique combination of interests, skills, and talents. And so each member will be attracted to different activities. This guide describes the options you can choose from to personalize your Rotary experience and get involved in ways that matter to you. We know that to be a member of Rotary, you must have some professional, and then Rotary encourages us to invite different people from different professions, because again, that is how Rotary does its, is able to impact its community. So Rotary is a global community with 1.4 million Rotarians and Rotaractors from clubs in nearly every country. This means you can connect with others near home or across the globe. Here are some ways you can make connections through Rotary. Attend club meetings and events. Of course, if you don't attend your meetings, you can't have that fellowship and you can't meet others, so that you get to know them better and then genuinely get interested in what they do. Create my Rotary account. I'm hoping that all of us who are listening to this have my Rotary account, because this is important. This is where we can use to assess ourselves on our connections with the Rotary and Rotary events. Attend district meetings and events. A number of times, most people don't attend club events or district events. It is important for us to do this because that's again where we meet people. We can't just stay in our clubs. Some people stay in their clubs. They don't attend anything outside their club. But for you to really appreciate Rotary, you have to also attend district events. You must get involved with your club initiatives. When there is a project on, you must find a way within that, during that project planning or execution, to offer your own either advice or be a participant, offer to do something, because we all have ideas that might work. So you can suggest speakers from service and project partners. You can from your organization say, look, I have somebody in my organization that might want to come and talk to you about what we do. And you can also share your Rotary values. Ask your club always how you can help. Visit another club. This is important, because when you visit other clubs, you pick up ideas, you learn things, you see other people who have got other talents and skills that you can pick up and work with. You can think of ways to collaborate with the club activities, or you can hear ideas like some of the ideas that our DGN had suggested this morning on a basic education, some of the projects that we can do. I'm happy to say that this year there seems to be a lot of collaborations among clubs to do a number of projects. I think it's something that should continuously be encouraged. Join a Rotary Fellowship. I don't know how many of us listening are members of a Rotary Fellowship. Meet others with similar interests by joining a Rotary Fellowship, an international group of people with a common hobby. We have a number of the fellowships here in our district. Please find out which one you can join. This is a fun way to make friends and explore a pastime or profession. Join a Rotary action group. I don't know whether a number of us know that we have an action group that is on a piece. Please, let's find out the details about how to join. Again, this is a way of to develop our skills and make professional and personal connections. Participate in a Rotary Friendship Exchange. I think there is one that is being organized by the district now. Please, let's find out the details and be part of this. Attend a project fair. Unfortunately, in more recent times, most of our project fairs have been online, but it still doesn't matter. We can join and then see what other clubs and other districts are doing. Find a way to collaborate, because that is how we can get our global grant going, by being part of the project fair. These activities let visitors learn about the community and build long-lasting relationships with their host. Attend the Rotary Convention. The Rotary Convention is another place where if we attend, we just don't go there because we want to get a visa. We go there because when we get there, you see how big Rotary is. You see what Rotary can do. You meet other Rotarians from different countries, different cultures, and then you also know how to learn how to expand your impact. Enjoy inspiring talks from global leaders, celebrities, and activists. And again, it's through the Rotary Convention, during the Rotary Convention, that we can pick global partners for our global grants. So please, let's plan to attend as many conventions as we can, and not just for the fun of it, but to know that it is also an opportunity to get ourselves have benefits from a Rotary and impact Rotary. Making a difference in the community is one of the top reasons people get involved in Rotary. Anytime I ask during the RLI training, why do you join Rotary? The first thing you get is, I want to make a difference in my community. So that is one reason why so many people join Rotary. So we channel this commitment through 5 avenues of service. These have been mentioned before: club service, vocational service, community service, international service, and youth service. Here are some ways you can take part in meaningful service through Rotary. Support your club. You can help your club thrive by offering your expertise and skills through serving as a club officer, as a committee member, or in any other role. There are so many roles, there are so many things that you can do. Participate in local service activities. Find out what projects your club is doing or neighboring clubs and your district are working on, and volunteer for one or more. In my club, we had done one of the impactful projects that we had done in my club is when we collaborated with an NGO to run a reading program with a secondary school in Victoria Island. And what we had done was to do a roster so that members of the club would go there and read with the students. These are some of the things that you can do. You can offer, to be part of those people who would go and be part of that. Work with partners or conduct a community assessment to identify projects that would benefit your local area. Again, when we are trying to decide what project to do, this is where we need people with maybe we want to do something in the medical, we need doctors. We want to do something that requires engineering expertise, anything. We can find all of these in most of our club. Participate in international projects. Many clubs partner with clubs in other parts of the world to address a need in one of their communities. Together, they have more time and funding, as well as the expertise of members, partners, and Rotary program alumni to bring about sustainable positive change. Find a project and get involved. Use your professional expertise. Many districts have a district resource network, and that is one of the things that I admire our district for. There are always people within the district have resources that you can go and get them to come and give you talk on any area that you want, so that who can use a district resource network of local experts who can use their experience, technical knowledge, and project planning skills. So if you want to do a global grant, please find out from the district how this can be done. And there is always somebody who can guide you. Contact your district international service chair to offer your skills, to mentor clubs and improve communities. Support and interact club. So please, if anybody is listening and you don't have an interact club, please make sure that you get involved and get one started. Interact clubs bring people ages 12 to 18 to develop leadership skills. So we start training our youths from when they are young to on leadership skills. If your club sponsors or co-sponsors an Interact club, you can help empower interactors to make a difference in their communities and globally by supporting their service learning projects. Please, this is very key, very important. I understand that there is a competition that is going to be done among schools in the district. So please, let's key in on this. Participate in Rotary Leadership Academy. Again, the DGM had talked about this. It provides opportunities to build leadership, communication, and problem-solving skills while having fun and forming lasting friendship. Talk to your club and district leaders about getting involved by nominating participants or assisting event organizers. Work with a Rotary club. I don't know how many Rotary community club. I don't know how many clubs have a Rotary community club. Please, if we don't have, and we have a project that requires to be sustained, this is where the Rotary community club comes in. These groups of non-members partner with local Rotary and Rotary clubs on service projects. By working with a Rotary community club, you can build engagement in the area and make your projects more sustainable by positioning local leaders to pioneer change. When you have projects and you involve the local leaders, you discover that that project can be sustained and be maintained without with the help of those local leaders. Use your skills with a Rotary Action Group. Use your professional skills to make a sustainable impact locally and globally through one of Rotary's more than 25 action groups. Please, let's key into this and apply for a grant. In our district, we are very good at pushing people to pay, which is good, to pay into the foundation. We have major donors. We have clubs that have 5 to 6, 7 major donors, but they've never done the global grant. So we are giving, but we're not benefiting from what we're giving. So please, let's try and apply for a global grant. If your project meets certain requirements, it might be eligible for funding from the Rotary Foundation. Explore the grant types and find one that is right for your project. Imagine $230,000 that was used in the project that the DGN spoke about when she talked about basic education. That is a lot of money, and that is something that you can access through a global grant. So let's find out how this can be done, and then let's key into it. Join the efforts to eradicate polio. Raise awareness about Rotary's work to end polio. Donate to the Polio Plus Fund or volunteer for a national immunization. Post about polio on social media or include a link to end polio.org in your email. So again, use your professional expertise. Many districts have a district resource. I have talked about this earlier, that can be used anytime that you're interested in trying to get a resource person. I think this is okay. So support current work. You can do this by giving to the Rotary Foundation, which sustains thousands of projects in your community and around the world. The foundation supports projects and programs that transform lives by addressing poverty, disease, conflict, and lack of education and water. Please, 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 it is important that we key into this Rotary Foundation global grant. Make a difference in the community is one of the top reasons people get involved. I have talked about this. So please, let's use our various avenues of service: club service, vocational service, community service, international service, to do this. Share your ideas with your club. You can help your club achieve its goals, improve its projects, and enhance the member experience. Clubs can evolve by being receptive to new and diverse perspectives, and your suggestions could become the next big initiative in your club or community. One of the big projects my club did was a suggestion from a club member who had an interaction with one of the beggars on the road. And that was how we started our beggar school for children of beggars. So any idea that you come up with can be the one that would turn into a big project. So part of the benefits of Rotary is to become a leader. Rotary offers many opportunities to develop your leadership capabilities, whether you're interested in a club or district role or in building new skills. Leadership can be a cornerstone of your Rotary experience. Here are ways you can become a leader through Rotary. I don't know how many people know about Rotary's Learning Center. Please, if you don't know, go to rotary.org and click on the Learning Center. It has courses that you will be amazed, and so many courses on different topics: resolving conflict, public speaking, and networking. You need to have my Rotary account, of course, like I had said earlier. You must have your Rotary account so that you'll be able to access the Learning Center, and so you can benefit from this. Also, let's use this opportunity to remind Rotarians in District 9112 that we have the Leadership Institute training, part 1, part 2, and part 3. Please ensure that you become part of this training. Also, the district has made it possible for us to have our zonal training seminars. Please, let's key in anytime that we have the zonal training seminar, multi-club zonal seminar training in our zone. We discovered that people find it difficult to, some people find it difficult to speak in public. You know, they can talk for as long as you have not been asked to do a formal speech. But you know what Rotary does? It gives you an opportunity to hone this skill, to make yourself comfortable speaking in where you have people who you don't necessarily know, or even people that you know, but speaking in a formal way. So try as much as possible in your club to create an opportunity. In my club, what we do is invite new Rotarians to give us a job talk. So that is your first introduction to speaking to the club. So introduce yourself or discuss an area of expertise in order to practice your presentation skill. This is very important, as this again would help even in your private business or private life. If your club meetings don't offer this opportunity, suggest it to your club leaders or contact your local Toastmasters club and ask to be a guest speaker. Please, let's encourage our members to always have an opportunity to talk, because it hones their public speaking skills. Become a mentor. Share your professional expertise, community knowledge, or Rotary information as a mentor. Ask if your club has a mentoring program. And if not, propose starting one. Take the mentoring basic course and learn to use your experience to help others grow. Again, the mentoring basic course, you can get it from your learning center, so that you would mentor new Rotarians or people who are coming in. Find out what committees and other leadership opportunities your club has and volunteer for one that interests you. You will learn more about your club and Rotary and gain skills in the process. Explore the club leadership catalog. Again, this you can get from the Learning Center. So in your club, volunteer to coordinate a social gathering or service project and gain skills. You see, until you offer your services, until you offer yourself, you can't learn. You can't learn by just sitting on the side and saying, let them be doing it. You know, no, you have to be involved. That is the whole idea. The public speaking or managing other volunteers, all of this we can learn or hone our skills on by ensuring that we participate, that we get involved. So you can lead your district, serve as a club leader and want to get more involved, find out how to do so at the district level. Learn about district rules. Please, if you're made a committee member in the district committee member, ensure that you really participate in the committee work and that you get involved. Join the Rotary Peace Academy. I have talked about that. It is one of the action fellowship that we have. Please, join the Rotary Positive Peace Academy, created with Rotary's partner, the Institute for Economics and Peace, to learn about building and sustaining peace and the positive peace framework. Learn about the Rotary Peace Center programs, which trains leaders from communities around the world to address peace and development issues. Please, let's find out more about this and get involved. Lead local groups of communities of people with similar interests, hobbies, professions, and passions by serving as a leadership role in a Rotary fellowship or action group. So expand your perspective. When you make connections, participate in meaningful service, and take leadership roles, you will inevitably develop and expand your perspective. Here are more ways you can experience personal growth and expand your perspective. Perform acts of kindness. Take courses in the Learning Center. I keep emphasizing on this. Attend learning events like what we're doing this morning. Welcome a youth exchange student. If you are, when our district is doing a youth exchange, offer to host the students. Explore other cultures, because Rotary and Rotary clubs are all over the world. So you can visit other clubs. We had mentioned this earlier. When you make connections, participate in meaningful service and take leadership, you will inevitably, like I said earlier, expand your capabilities and product knowledge as a Rotarian. Thank you very much.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Past Assistant Governor and the Doyen of Rotary Club of Falomo. We thank you for that presentation. Do we have questions, contributions, or comments on her presentation? Please unmute yourself and speak if you have questions, comments on her presentation, please. Any question? Okay. Trying to see. I can take it that the presentation is well taken, and we are satisfied with her presentation. Is there any question in the chat room? Okay.
No, sir, there are no questions, sir. I can't see any questions.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Well, oh, that's good.
People are just appreciating those that give presentations. That's it. They're just saying thank you.
No, they are asking for a copy of the slide. Read. It says
Okay.
the slide is
Yes.
but we should get the slide.
Yes, yes. Thank you, AG, Dr.
Bas, good morning, my PDG.
Bas, we'll share the slides with everybody immediately after the close of the program. We'll share all the 2 slides. Thank you. Well, it's been a wonderful morning. First of all, I want to thank our district governor for giving us this opportunity to organize this program. We started with the presentation by our district governor nominee, Abidoye. He asked us to teach people how to fish rather than giving the fish. And he was able to identify various ways that you can participate under the area of focus of education, basic education and literacy. He identified and encouraged us to execute such projects within that particular area of focus. He mentioned the area of adult learning for artisans and market women, scholarships, essay competition, providing new teaching and learning methods, and what have you. There are so many opportunities for us to tap into to assist people in the communities. Let us do that. Then PAG Uzo spoke about strengthening our capabilities as Rotarians, and she went through various areas that she thinks that we can go through, not only for Rotary, but also as an opportunity for us, for our own personal growth and development as Rotarians. We can join the Rotary action groups and Rotary fellowships, participate in friendship exchange, go to Rotary convention and tap get friendship from fellow Rotarians, and also opportunity to bring projects into the community. Reading program, tapping on the facilities and resources available for us in the district for lectures and how to not only contribute to Rotary Foundation, but also to benefit from it by participating in district and global grants, forming Rotary clubs and Rotaract and Interact clubs as a way of securing the future of Rotary. And of course, she further emphasized the fact that all these things that we are talking about, we can get it readily online when we go to rotary.org learning center. Let us do that. And she also encouraged us that for those that have not benefited or participated in the Rotary Leadership Institute programs, is an avenue, an opportunity for us to further strengthen our knowledge of Rotary and invariably allow us to impact our community the better. So on that note, I want to thank you. I will call on District Governor to give his closing remarks, and then we'll call it a day.
Thank you very much, my district learning facilitator. I'm right here at Ikorodu now, waiting for members of Rotary Club of Ikorodu Metro for their visitor to terminal. So, well, I want to sincerely thank the DLF for putting together this series, the third in the series of virtual training seminar, all Rotarians. I also want to sincerely thank the district governor nominee, who was the first speaker at this training session, and the diversity, equity, and inclusion chair, PAG Uzo Ogazi, who has shared a wealth of knowledge with us. We sincerely appreciate your impact. We thank you for what you have done. We also want to thank everyone that has contributed immensely to the progress and the effort we have made today. I believe we have all gained one or two things, and we'll take the knowledge from here, use it at our various clubs meeting and in planning events. With this, I want to believe that all clubs and all Rotarians will be equipped enough to be able to execute programs and projects on the avenue of focus, area of focus of basic education and literacy. I sincerely thank everyone, and I wish us the best of the weekend. Thank you once again. Have a nice weekend and enjoy your day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, District Governor. Just a little information for the benefit of Rotarians in zones 1 and 2. Zones 1 and 2 is basically all Rotary clubs on the Lagos Island axis up to Epe place. We have the multi-club learning seminar, the first in the series for zones 1 and 2. This come on Thursday, September 19 at Doen College, Lekki Phase 1 area. Please, let's plan to attend. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of Saturday. Enjoy the Owambe if you have. If not, please rest and continue to think about Rotary and our communities. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye,
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Good.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
King of boys and girls, we hail you.
Yeah.
King of boys, we greet you from Rotary Club of Javo.
I greet you specially.
That's busy. Now. Ben,
I know where you keep me.
All my members from Rotary Club of Javo.
Hey, busy, how are you?
Fine, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Anshe Fitness Fellowship.
That's good, though. My PhD, Adepoju. Thank you for joining.
Okay.
Thank you for joining.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. Thank you for the program.
Thank you, my brother. Yeah. Dr. Peters, the NMA guru. I thank you. I greet you.
my very amiable and quintessential.
Bro, these people are eating like what are you eating? You are doing fitness.
That's their fitness.
You will gain twice what you are losing by
fitness with plenty food in the morning. Okay.
All right, good day. Bye. Everybody have a wonderful weekend.
Bye, man. Thanks for joining, man. Good morning. Have a nice weekend. Sophie, anytime. Okay, send our goodies for Saturday.
Good evening.
Okay, Mutiri.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Good.
Bye.
Good morning. PDG. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh.